Greetings and salutations. It's me, AZTV, and I'm sure by now you've heard about the GTA 6 pre-orders, and I just so happened to be that lucky video with 5 views that popped up on your YouTube feed after you refresh for the 67th time in an attempt to feed your insatiable social media addiction. But yes, after 13 long years, we find ourselves at the precipice of a new Grand Theft Auto release. In preparation for their November 19th launch, which is suspiciously one day before the closing of nominees for the Game Awards. I wonder who's going to be the top runner for Game of the Year, but I digress. Starting June 25th, 2026, pre-orders for GTA 6 will be available for PS5, PS5 Pro, and the Xbox Series S and X. The base game price is set at $80 and the Ultimate Edition is set at $100, giving you some in-game goodies. Because if you're a brokey who can't afford to drop $100 on a video game, do you really deserve to go to all the places in the game? Nah. Why don't you go sell some plasma so you can make some money and become part of the elite few who have access to things like a clothing store or a tattoo parlor or a unisex salon, and of course my personal favorite place to visit in Vice City, One-Eyed Willie's Mod Shop. But regardless of how much you spend on GTA 6, it doesn't really matter because you can never own it because there's no physical disc, unlike every other major Rockstar release that's come out. Which is weird because not only has the Ultimate version been advertised with having physical items, which I guess is just a box with a download code in it, the CEO as early as a month ago had already said that there would be physical copies of the game on launch.
What is the biggest sales channel for you right now?
It's digital, of course.
It's all digital.
It's not all digital, but it's over 90% digital.
And
although for a big release, physical can be a bigger percentage.
That's where I was going to go.
Yeah.
So like this release, where do you think the biggest channel will be?
Oh, I think the biggest channel will still be digital, but there'll be a big physical component.
Not only that, but he shut down rumors that had stated that there would be a delay in the physical copies coming out. But I'm sure a CEO would never lie to us. And to top off the overflowing good news, Rockstar is keeping to their traditions. You won't get a PC release on launch, and you're not even getting online multiplayer on launch. But it's okay, because Rockstar has this special ability to give the internet collective amnesia when it comes to the history of their PC and online launches. You know, where not only do these things typically launch in horrifically broken states, they actively ignore player input, they give the worst customer support possible, they put out half-baked multiplayer platforms where you have 3 things to do and they're usually all infested with cheaters. However, fear not, because Rockstar has studied under the great Professor Todd Howard at the University of Bethesda, where they learn the ultimate strategy to increasing a game's longevity infinitely. Just say fuck it, throw your hands up, and let the modding community make your games better. You know, that same modding community made up of predominantly PC players that you love to ignore, the ones responsible for things like 5M, RedM, and NoPixel, those community-made online platforms that help push a 13-year-old game to over nearly $250 million in sales. Yeah, that same community that Rockstar actively tried to destroy with litigation, and then when they realized how popular these third-party platforms were, they opted to just acquire them because they know they've been creatively bankrupt since Bully and San Andreas 20 years ago. So yeah, maybe it's best for them not to tarnish their incredibly sanitized console launch by adding in those pesky PC and online options. Look, clearly, I am not as enamored with Rockstar as the general populace, but that being said, I always want to see games do well and be successful. And if you're someone who's excited for GTA 6 and wants to pre-order it, don't let me rain on your parade. As for me, even though I have a PS5, I'll probably just wait for the PC release. And more importantly, because GTA is such a huge IP and it's going to be such a huge release, we've already seen it kind of create this defensive bubble around its release dates, pushing a lot of cool games into that September-October timeframe. And I kind of want to play some of those games. Stuff like Blood of the Dawnwalker, Wolverine, Control Resonance, Onimusha, and I cannot forget about Phantom Blade Zero, which just looks awesome. I'm way more interested in doing deep playthroughs in those games. And maybe if the docket is just super clear and I really have nothing to do, then maybe we gravitate over and do the GTA 6 campaign. But hey, let me know your feelings about all things GTA 6. Subscribe to the channel if you want more gaming news. Thanks for watching. And until next time, stay chill, keep it real. Peace.